Hello and welcome to Military Mayday. We're pointing out a few pieces on the chessboard. Heard about a story about this. I went and looked for it, and here it is. NATO prepares for Putin. 90,000 troops are called up. NATO is planning to mobilize 90,000 troops in its largest military maneuver since the Cold War in a bid to deter Vladimir Putin. The alliance announced the exercise would begin next week and will test allies' abilities over months to engage in a conflict with an adversary as capable as Russia. Steadfast Defender, that's the name of it, will run until late May and involve units from all 31 NATO members countries plus candidate member Sweden. NATO Supreme Allied Commander Europe, U.S. General Christopher Cavoli, told journalists the wargames are meant as a fresh show of strength from NATO and its commitment to defend all allied nations from attack. Putin's nine-step plan to World War III. Did some stories on this. Now, there's supposed to be a peace talk between them. Now, with all this happening, that's really going to make Putin have to give in to what they want. And I guarantee that's what's going to happen, because I think they're going to back down and go push in the Middle East. The alliance will demonstrate its ability to reinforce the Euro-Atlantic area by a transatlantic movement of forces from North America. The U.S. general told reporters in Brussels after a two-day meeting of national chiefs of defense. It was announced last week the UK would be sending 20,000 troops with the Royal Navy's two new aircraft carriers, 8 warships, as well as the RAF's F-35 Lightning attack aircraft, which will provide flying in intimate conflict scenarios. UK Defense Secretary Grant Shapps announced the deployment on Monday. So let's get 20,000 troops, 8 warships, and we're not done. I'm pretty sure the war games come after UK minister a further 2.5 billion. The Ukraine and the RAF airstrikes. U.S. Germany will send 12,000 soldiers along with 3,000 vehicles and 30 aircraft, citing the German press agency. Bild said the exercise will simulate a Russian attack on NATO territory, a scenario which would trigger Article 5. The article states that if any NATO country is attacked, all other alliance countries will mobilize to defend it. Earlier this week at the meeting of the 31 Nation Alliance's top brass in Brussels, the chair of the NATO Military Committee, Admiral Bob Boyer, also behind Russian President Putin's rationale for the war is a fear of democracy. NATO will continue to support Ukraine long term. Today is the 693rd day of what Russia thought would be a 3-day war. This war has never been about real security threat to Russia coming from eastern Ukraine or NATO. This war is about Russia fearing something much more powerful than physical weapons on Earth. Democracy. I read over something like that. The latest NATO exercise since the Cold War took place in 2018. 51,000 troops. Trident pictures. 2018. And here we are at 90,000 troops. Secret documents of the German Ministry of Defense reveal a step-by-step doomsday guide on how Russia will escalate the conflict in Ukraine. Yeah, notice how that was secretly leaked. Now all of a sudden we've got to go and secure all this stuff. Yeah, I thought there was something up with that. I didn't know they'd use it to then go in with 90,000 troops. The release of the documents came just after Sweden's civil defense minister warned that his country could soon face the prospect of war and urged citizens to join voluntary defense organizations in preparations for a Russian attack, which isn't going to happen. This is the Daily Mail. Let's see who wrote this little piece here. Chris Jewers. Oh, Jewers. Anywho, like and subscribe. Get this out to people. I mean, there might be people want to hear this one. This is a big movement. Understand? I hope you understand that. Anyway, toodaloo.